everybody. Hope you're all well, hope you're all healthy. Back again, pre-match. This is Norwich City, Leeds United, playoff semi-final, first leg at Carrow Road, 12 o'clock. We're back at it. For other teams, season's over. Not for the mighty whites. We crack on in playoffs. Poor ending to the season, as we all know. That last video that I did, it was a bit depressing. I felt a little bit down. I'd had enough. I'd had a belly full. But we're back at it, and we're positive again. So that's all we can do. Fingers crossed. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I've got my ticket for the second leg already at Elland Road. So I'm buzzing there. Can't wait for that one. Hopefully, though, we can go to Elland Road with something to obviously hold on to. Not just hold on to, obviously, though, we need to crack on and obviously do well at Elland Road as well. I'm not saying that we want to sit back or anything. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm excited. I'm nervous as well because we know that our record in playoffs, way back 87 against Charlton. When we played Watford at Millennium Stadium were garbage. Doncaster won. I went to that one at Wembley. That was absolute garbage. So hopefully, guys, we can change everything, and we can get one over on Norwich City. Now I've got utmost respect for Norwich. I really have. I remember a few years ago now when I used to play football. Believe it or not, I did used to play football. We played in a competition, Canary Cup, and we'd have got to play in front of Carrow Road. Obviously, we didn't make final, but it was enjoyable though. The fans were lovely, and really nice people down there. So I've got utmost respect for Norwich. I really have. But putting that to one side, obviously we've got a job to do. Now, like I say, I'd like to go to Elland, take it back to Elland Road. We've certainly still in game. That's the main thing. We've still got to be in game. We can't go there and get an absolute fucking pasting. That's the last thing that we want. So for me, guys, I'm not going to go in deep, say this and that and whatever else. I'm just going to stick to basics. But for me, he needs to get this sorted out where, they've obviously had a bit of a set to at training. A lot of players have fell out. That's noticeable. You can tell something's not right and something's not just not ticking. Now, even I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, Blackburn, after Blackburn game and QPR game, they had a bit of an heart-to-heart and discussed where they're going wrong. I'm pretty sure some players probably didn't appreciate what other players were saying. That's what I'm assuming. But Daniel Farke has to get on top of all that. And like I say, end of the day, side before self, every time. Forget your differences, forget this and that, and just crack on. Get your heads down and do it for the club and for us fans as well. Because next season, parachute payments will drop, which makes it even tighter. The money situation to be inside FFP, financial fair play. So, yeah, it could lead to other things. Obviously, it could sale at Somerville, even Archie Gray. Who knows? I mean, Archie Gray, I know he signed a new contract to 2028, but at the end of the day, you don't know what 49ers have got in store or what they've got planned, because obviously they've got to keep their squad competitive, and if they can make good money on players like that, I'm pretty sure if they can cash in, they probably will do. So, but we're not thinking about that, guys. We're thinking of going to Norwich City and getting a result, coming back to Elland Road and still being in game, and then obviously we'll take it from there one step at a time, the Elland Road game, second leg. So, but for me, fresh blood needs to be pumped into the squad. It's probably not going to happen. We'll have to see what Daniel Farke comes up with. But for me, at right back, I'd have Connor Roberts in his normal position at right back. I'd have Sam Byram at left back. Even though Firpo, don't get me wrong, has been good, but for me, he's good going forward and attacking. But for me, to stay in game in this first leg, I think it's paramount that we don't concede loads of goals. So I'd have Sam Byram at left back. I'd throw Creswell in central defence with Joe Rodon. Now, I say that because obviously Rodon and Ampadu haven't been clicking recently. And also, I know he hasn't played all season, but he's there for a reason. He's a squad player. And I am under any illusions that he won't do a good job for us. Charlie Creswell, I really don't. I think he could come off bench and just sit in there as though he's been playing all season. That West Ham game, when he played against West Ham and he had Antonio in his back pocket, for me, that did it. proves that he can play at the highest level. So I've got every confidence in him. If it were me, I'd personally throw him in there. I'd free up Ampadu. I'd get him in midfield. I'd have Gruev just in front at defence as cover for, the likes of anything dropping in between the old Calvin Phillips role. I'd have Ampadu in middle, further forward with Kamara as well. I'd have Dan James. Obviously, he's only just come back from injury, so whether or not he's fit enough, I'm not really sure, but I'd have him over Nonto, because Nonto, for some reason, the last few games has been spitting dummy out. I don't know why he started doing all that again, but he has been. Dan James puts in 110% every single time he's on field, so you can guarantee you'd get that out of him. So I'd have Dan James on one side, I'd have Somerville on other, and I'd have Joseph up front, more fresh blood. I wouldn't bother with Rutter. I'd give him a rest, and certainly for this first leg anyway, and try and keep it tight and compact instead of like going all guns blazing and being out of it for second leg. So that's just my opinion, guys. It obviously won't never happen. You might think I'm crazy for saying all that with fresh blood and throwing players in who haven't been playing all season, but for me, it's something's got to give. I know at the end of the day. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm not changing what I'm saying. I'd still go with Joseph, but obviously Bamford, if that's the case, I'd take Bamford as well up front over Joseph if that's what he decides. But I certainly wouldn't be throwing fucking Perot in there. That is for sure. I'd get him fucking. He needs some splinters on his fucking backside, to be honest with you, because he don't do enough. Certainly don't do enough for me. But that's not me just always having to go at Perot. It's just how he comes across. So. And I know he's contributed with his goals. I appreciate all that, I really do. I appreciate every single one of them. I ain't going to slag them all off. We need that positivity going into this game. And all we can say is let's hope that the old mighty Whites can do the business for this first leg playoff. I'm absolutely shitting my underpants, I have to say. I know I said we're excited. I am excited. I'm also bricking it, but... if you can't enjoy games like this, guys, then you should never be a football fan at the end of the day. That's how I see it anyway. My prediction is I wouldn't never do this normally. I'd always go for a Leeds win, but because it's playoffs and it's so tight, and we have got a good record against Norwich City. I think we've not been beaten for. I think we might have even won all four. I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. I certainly know we've done double over them this season. Quick fact though, the last time a team did the double over the team home and away and then went into playoffs and lost. Any ideas who that possibly could have been? It was the old fucking mighty Whites. Of course it was, Leeds United. So there you go. That means nothing at the end of the day. So we'll have to see what will be. I'm going to go for 2-1 Leeds. That's the result I'm going with. I was going to say 1-1, guys, to be honest with you, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. I know it's going to be tight. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Smash your thumbs up on video, guys. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for everybody who's subscribed. Can't thank you all enough. Get on quiz Friday, 8 p.m. kick-off if you can. A bit of a laugh and a joke afterwards. Mickey's Badger Super 6 as well. Talking of Badgers, if you're not a member, guys, have a look into it. We're doing certain things on that channel, and I'm pretty sure you probably like it. Anyway, that's it. Enough of my waffle. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely night. Whatever you're doing, take care. Stay safe. Come on, the fucking mighty Whites.